Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So we are testing out some new makeup today. Random picks. I just have a bunch of new stuff, so I just put a whole pile together and was like, let me try these out for you guys. So as y'all can see, I already have my brows done. We're going with a little more natural. I only cleaned up the bottom. You guys know I do love the NYX eyebrow gel. That's what I use, and then I cleaned it up with my Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. So these two is what I have on my eyes, my eyebrows. Okay, so moving right along, I'm just gonna start with eyes first, because that's what I always do. I'm always starting with eyes. So we're gonna try this Stay Don't Stray concealer, light/medium eyeshadow base. Heard some good things about this. I always seen Shanix, I believe, on YouTube here use it, so I was like, it might be a good base. She likes it, and I like some of her recommendations, so let's test it out. I'm just going to use the brush that I use to clean up my concealer with, which is a Profusion brush. It doesn't have a name or anything to say Profusion on it, so I'm pretty sure you can get these at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx and so forth. So just going to use it to buff out this concealer, buff out this eyeshadow base. It does seem to dry down just a pinch, but it has like a little tacky feel to it, so I like that. It really makes me feel like it's going to grab at the shadow, so I'm going to see if it blends out well good over this little base. Okay, moving along. So we are going to try this Modern Metals by e.l.f. And this is what the colors look like. The matte seemed a little chalky to me, but nonetheless, like, we are just going to, I'm just doing a quick swatch. So to start off, I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. It doesn't have a name. I think it came in like a BoxyCharm before. And we're going to start off with this color right here. We are here for pigment and blendability. So I just want to see, you know, how much payoff you got. Just from using this on hand, I can already tell, like, you have to gradually build this color. If you're a beginner, this is a good palette. Not gonna mess up on first hand. So this is like my fourth time digging back in this palette and going back over this color to get the best pigment that I can get. The blendability is not bad though. It's not patchy or anything. It's not turning out patchy. It's actually not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Zoeva 224 Define Crease Brush. Take this lighter color right here and a little bit of this yellow. That just blended out really nice, as you guys can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more color in there. I'm gonna take this Coastal Scents brush in BRCN08. And I'm gonna use this brush to just add some purple into the outer corners. Just a little bit more deeper. The mattes on these are blending really nice, and as far as pigmentation goes, you do have to build up, but it's blending nice. I mean, for it to be chalky, I'm surprised with these shadows. So for the shimmer, I am going to start off with this, and then I'm going to get closer to the end with this color right here. It's not bad, but we're gonna just amp it up a little bit. with some of this NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh. So we're gonna amp it up with this stuff right here. I heard it was similar to like the Smashbox Perm Water, and that's what I have, so. And then I'm gonna take that really white color at the top, which is right here. And I'm just gonna put that in the corner. Pop this lip. That should have been the first color. Like for as far as the colors go, I think this one by far is like the best one in the palette. Go ahead and use my, what is this? The Balm eyeliner. Best black eyeliner I've tried so far. And I'm using this Big Shot, the Colossal Big Shot. So it's my first time using it, and I can tell you that it's alright. These lashes that I got from, I want to say like eBay or something like that. So these are nothing special, just some cute little lashes I looked up. And I'm gonna pop these on real fast. Okay, so moving right along, I popped my lashes on, and now we're ready to go into face complexion, which is my favorite part. I do love eyeshadow too, but I love a smooth base. It's not nothing new. I've tried this before off camera. Do like it. It does help your makeup last. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that on around the outskirts of my face. Okay, so I'm going to be testing out this Black Opal. It says Invisible Oil Blocking Gel Primer. So I do have an oily T-zone. I'm going to go ahead and just pop this in the center parts of the face. While we're letting that dry, let's get into the foundation that I'm using, which is the foundation stick by Black Opal. It's the Truly Topaz True Color. It's a skin perfecting stick foundation with a SPF of 15. So I typically, this is how much product you get. Pretty good amount. Not bad. You can see the color is just a shade too dark, but we're gonna make it work with concealer and all that good jazz. But I typically don't wear stick foundations. This is the first stick foundation I'm gonna try on my channel. I have tried them off the channel, but it was more so like maybe a quick swatch or a tester. Wasn't like an all day throughout the day wear. I just, you know, I have a oily T-zone, and I do feel like stick foundations slip. I feel like they have a slip to them, so I really don't prefer them or reach for them. But this was the first one I guess I wanted to try because I've seen a lot of people use this for contouring or bronzing up their skin. So I was like, hey, why not try the foundation of it? I heard good things about the actual liquid foundation, which I have yet to try for you guys too. But I wanted to, you know, just test out a good stick foundation on here and see what we're working with. I think my face is dried enough. Crazy as it may sound, but all of those sort of like silicone feel, this did dry. Like I don't feel that slip anymore. I am baffled because putting it on, it was like so slippery, and I used to just go right in with my foundations and be like, this ain't gonna work for me. Example, I might have to try this again, the Angel Veil. It doesn't have any directions on here, but I'm assuming that maybe all those skin perfecting silicone primers just need to dry a little bit. And yeah, I just always thought they just stayed on the face like that, but it's dry. And I got faith in it because I am definitely going to need a oil blocking, invisible oil blocking primer or whatever with this stick foundation, because I have a feeling that this is definitely going to tear down on me. But by the end of the night, I will leave a pinned comment for you guys to let you guys know how this turned out, or I will leave it in my box below in the description box. I'll leave an update for you guys, so there'll be an update somewhere in there on how this worked. Okay, so now that it is dry, let's go ahead and run some foundation on the face. So that you can see the color is not bad. Like I said, it's not not horrible. So I use my Morphe M444 brush to blend this out. Because it is a stick foundation, I do feel like you gotta work a little bit harder. So I wanted something that you can really buff into the skin. I am looking a little warm in the face. Neck is yellow. But like I say, I'm gonna use some concealer to fix all that. Coverage is like medium. I'm getting like a nice medium coverage out of this. I do like how it's just blending right along in with my forehead, because I know my forehead's a little darker than my body. My forehead's a little darker than my face, so I do notice that sometimes foundation tends to look a little funny up there. But with this brush, I mean, this foundation, this stick is not looking so bad. So I'm moving along. I'm not fond of the color, but as far as the foundation itself, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so also by Black Opal, I have the Even True Conceal and Bright Under Eye Concealer in the shade, this is Sand. And this concealer does have a roller ball, and it says to press and squeeze. So that's what we're gonna do. And that was really interesting and complicated, and yeah. I mean, the color is okay. Let's go ahead and use a dry beauty blender for this. The color is okay. It's not bad. It's helping balance out the color of like the foundation, but I don't know if I care too much for the coverage. I'm gonna test out this Pretty Vulgar Mad About It. It is a translucent setting powder. So I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender and that powder like this. Tap off some of that excess powder, and I've already set this eye. And I'm liking the Pretty Vulgar powder so far. So I just use that powder all over with that sponge. I do like the powder. For the most part, it did set it pretty good. Like, probably if I really did a lot of powder, it would really set it, because I do not like makeup or foundation that transfer. Like, I don't like that feeling. It's just... So, we are here now. So let's try some bronzer. I do have these Morphe bronzer that I have never tried, which is their Glam Bronze. I don't even know if this is a limited edition or not. But I do know I have Megastar and I have Phenom. Or Phenom. I think Phenom. But I think the Megastar is going to be my shade. It does come with like a cute little mirror, but this is Megastar Phenom. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bronze up with Megastar. So I'm going to go in with this Rebel Edge Broad Brush by Real Techniques. This one is perfect. This Megastar one is perfect. I'm going to take my NYX Matte Bronzer in the shade Deep, because this gives me like that nice contoured look, as you can see. I'm going to use this Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Lustrous. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. brush. Where are you at? An e.l.f. 101 brush. Just going to focus this skin finish in the middle of my face, because I just want to give it like a luminous look. Now I want to try the Modern Metals e.l.f. Blush and Highlight Kit. So for blush, I think I'm gonna go in with this one and this one. Those two colors. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna start off that. Oof, about to kick that. Not bad. I'm gonna use some more of that middle shade. Matter of fact, yeah, use some more of that middle shade. Okay, that's not bad. It's very pigmented, but I'm using a Smashbox buildable cheek, so you have to dip into it a couple times. Echo Tools controlled setting brush or highlighter, and take that middle shade right here and see what it's giving me. Oh, that's not bad. Let's see if I can amp the highlighter up a little bit with this Glow to Go highlighter palette by Essence. That's definitely giving it some more life. Let's finish off this lower lash line. I'm not going to do nothing too fancy to the bottom, but add some mascara and an eyeliner. It's NYC waterproof eyeliner. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to leave that under eye pretty naked, and I didn't want to smoke it out. I kind of like the way it's looking like this. So I do also have the Modern Metals. I have this color, I don't even have the colors on it. Wait a minute. Liquid matte lipstick. I don't see any colors or nothing. So I have the matte lipstick and I have the gloss. As you can see, I have been using the gloss. The gloss is pretty nice. I mean, for the price, I think it's like what, $5, so it's pretty nice for the price. So let me line my lips with some cork. This is by MAC. So this is the finished look, you guys. This is the liquid lipstick that I use, and I'm going to top it off with this Photo Smashbox. What is this? Photo Finish Setting Spray Weightless. So I heard this is really good. It makes your foundation transfer proof, so hopefully that's what it does do, because I know how thick foundations are on me and I'm not really trying to take that risk. So now we are at the end. I hope you guys do like this makeup look. Let's get into some overall thoughts, some roundups. So starting off with the Stay Don't Stray, I think this had a lot to do with the eyeshadow being applied so nicely, because I mean, come on, it's Elf. No, I'm just playing. No. Elf was really good. I'm not gonna shoot on Elf itself. I did think the palette was really good, but this by far so far, I mean, the fact that it was able to transform a $12, I want to say a $12 palette into a luxury palette like that, I really love the eye. So I like this for some basic looks. Like if I'm not going to do a cut crease, I would definitely pull for this. And yeah, so far this gets a good stamp of approval. Next up, I want to talk about the Modern Metals palette by e.l.f. I just knew I was going to get rid of this palette once I used it. Just from the swatches, I figured the swatches were too chalky. The shimmers wasn't really popping like that. So I was like, I'm gonna probably get rid of it. I can definitely see myself using this or pulling for this when I want like a quick to-go look. So I could definitely see myself pulling for this when I want something quick on the go. I can say all the mattes that I use besides this one right here, because I digged into all 4 of these except for the blue, all the mattes performed well. I did like how they blended. You do have to build on them for the color, but as far as the blendability, it performed pretty good for me. Now the shimmers, I like this color here and I like this one. I didn't test out the green. I tested out all 4 except for the green. I went from this color to this one on the lid, and then I use this for the inner corner. These mattes alone were not going to keep me holding on to this palette, but the shimmers were okay. I was still kind of like, nah, I can't do it. This one right here, applied it on the lid with a little bit of spray. took this whole palette to the next level. So as you can see, I was able to create this really pretty look, and I did it all with basically using almost the whole palette except for 2 colors. So I did like this palette. Okay, next up I do want to talk about this setting spray, which is equivalent to me to the Smashbox primer water. So this is like a little less than half the price of the primer water. Next up I want to talk about, let's talk about the foundation. So far I do feel like this stick foundation is not bad. I would definitely have to give it like a little wear test. I'm gonna keep this on for a while. It's still kind of early, so I'm gonna keep this on for a while. And like I said, I will check in a box or a pin comment how this foundation lasted, how many hours that I start seeing the oils break through, how many hours until I started seeing the oils break through or the makeup broken up, etc. So I will definitely check in with you guys. I do like the formula. This is the first stick foundation I've tried that I can say I kind of feel like I have on like a thick foundation. Not to the point where I'm looking cake face. I don't feel like I look cake face. I do feel like I'm wearing foundation, but I don't feel like I'm appearing to be cake face. So besides the color, I do like the foundation. I will check in with you guys to give you my further opinion on it, but firsthand it's looking good. The color is a little off, but I made it work with the concealer and so forth. Now this True Even concealer, I'm sorry, it's just hard getting the product out of the bottle. You know, like you have to squeeze it, then you have to smash down and then roll to my, you know, it just feels a little harsh on the face to me, especially under the eyes. I'm like squeezing, trying to get it out, and I would have to like squeeze this on my hand and squeeze it and roll it out and then take a separate brush and paint it on, and then just feel like that's too much work. I mean, it's too much work for an okay product. You know, the color was okay. It did help the color come back into the face, but will I be reaching for this again? I mean, unless it shows me it's a hell of a concealer when I wear it, probably. So far it didn't crease as much under my eye. It's a medium coverage. It does look beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. I do like it, but it's just the work you gotta get to get the product. The Pretty Vulgar translucent powder, love it. Love it. That's all I can say. I don't have any dislikes. It's really smooth. That's my face, like baby smooth, so it's a new favorite. The blush, it's too much kick up, and these shimmers wasn't beaming like that. I mean, as far as this one goes, this was pretty. It was okay. I could keep it, you know. I don't know if it will survive a declutter, but it's beautiful. I do like the blushes because the blushes are very muted, but the kickback in the pan is crazy. The kickback was a lot, but nonetheless, these tones are pretty. So I do like it for the tones. The Essence Glow to Go highlighter palette. Nothing fancy about it. It's really cheap. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all these colors for you guys. So that's how the colors look. And just to bring them across, you're working with some glow. I mean, for the price, it's a good amount of glow. I like it. So yeah, for a little travel kit, or you want just a little something on your eye, on your cheeks, or you want a little, this is cute. I can see myself using this every day. You know, it's not bad. I do like the Make a Star bronzer. You know, it's real red though. I do find it a little too warm, but nonetheless, it's pretty. It's really pretty. So I kind of like it. Almost, I want to say neck and neck with my butter bronzer, but I'll test it out a couple more times. I do think it's kind of pretty. I think it warmed me up fairly decent, I can say. Colossal Big Shot mascara, don't really have too much to say about it besides that I like the fact that it's drying. Don't like wet mascaras, and as long as it doesn't flake under my eye, it's good with me. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this throughout the night. Show up under here. If it doesn't show up under here, then it's cool. I think it did okay for my lashes. I wasn't looking for much because I was wearing falsies, so not bad. I'm not complaining off that. This it's drying on the lips. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a little drying. So nice color though. The color is beautiful. It's showing a lot more brighter on the screen, but in person it's a little more muted, and it's not bad. Let's not forget this. I'm not too fond of the packaging. You only get about 12 grams, 0.42 ounces. So, but when I put it on, it is probably the first silicone feel that didn't ball up on me. I never did like silicone feels. It felt greasy on me. Like, I didn't see how it was going to do anything because it was like I just put oil on my face. Last but not least is the Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray, weightless. I can definitely say it's weightless. That is it, everybody. I will leave you guys a little update in the either description or a pinned comment. So if you did enjoy this video and you want more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you guys do own some of these products, if they work for you. If they don't, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time.